Good morning and welcome to episode 20 of Neverwood TV on the Friday 15th of March. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Jake and we're both prefects.
In today's episode we will be taking a look at what Year 10 students got up to on the Hepsi bus.
As well as finding out about the Maths Masterclass event.
We'll also hear this week's recommended read.
And finally we'll hear some general school news and reminders.
On Friday 8th of March, the Higher Education Participation Partnership visited school in their adapted bus.
Year 10 students visited the bus and took part in workshops that introduced them to higher education and opportunities that can be accessed through studying at this level.
Students also looked at jobs in the sectors and employability skills, examining roles in particular organisations.
The Hepsi bus is back in May to run workshops with Year 9 and the rest of Year 10.
On Wednesday this week, 8 students from Year 11 visited Be Inspired apprenticeship event in Sheffield. Over 80 employees from different sectors in the region were there to promote apprenticeships in their organisation.
Our students took along their CVs and gave them out to some of the organisations on the day to be considered for opportunities this year.
We're hoping that this will result in them gaining interviews for apprenticeships this year or considering applying for these firms after further education courses.
It's time to hear from Miss Wilson for this week's recommended read.
So this week's book review's one of my favourites. There's a picture because I've not got the book. So it's Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. I read it on holiday last year and it's a really, really well written and touching story. It's very sad at times and it's also funny in places, makes you laugh. It touches on mental health issues, which is obviously very relevant and current, and it touches on in a really compassionate way. As her story unfolds, you get more and more information about Eleanor and get to like her. It has got a love story involved. She has a crush on a really cheesy pop star. She struggles to make friends, mainly because she's brutally honest and says exactly what she thinks. And then at the end of the story, she helps an old man who falls down, and that one act of support leads her life into a really different route, and she ends up with lots and lots of friends and a much happier life. And I think why I liked it was because really every workplace, every school has got an Eleanor, and it just makes you want to reach out and hug those people who we probably think are a little bit different. It has a very happy ending, and it's a book that I just couldn't put down. I just had to read it from cover to cover. I'd very much recommend that you read it. It's a lovely book. Thank you.
On Monday, a group of 14 Year 10 girls went to Sheffield Hallam University to take part in Turning Tumble's Maths Masterclass as part of Sheffield Hallam's Science Week.
They used a marble-based game to discover how binary coding is used in computers and how the marbles represented 1 or the 0 and had to open certain gates at the bottom of the board.
They also created a system to represent binary numbers with 4 arrows and series of marble drops.
All the girls worked extremely hard and did a brilliant job at representing the school. Let's take a look at some pictures.
Now on to some general school news and reminders.
It's Year 11 Parents' Evening on the Thursday the 4th of April, and appointments can be made using the online booking system from 12 noon on Monday.
Today is Red Nose Day, and our pupils have took part in Non-Uniform Day to raise money for the charity. We will find out how much we have raised in the next week's episode.
Mr. Utley and Mrs. Oates are holding an Easter raffle to win a variety of prizes, including Easter hamper, Easter eggs and much more.
Tickets are 50p a strip and are available from reception or from Mrs. Oates and Mr. Utley's office on the top floor.
Next, we have an important message for all parents regarding the what you should do if your child is absent from school.
On the first day of absence, parents must call the school as soon as possible and select option 1 and leave a message, reception staff, and will not process students' absences.
If you do not use option 1, your child will be faced with an unauthorised absence, potentially leading to a fixed penalty notice.
There are still two spaces available on the Blood Brothers theatre trip on Wednesday the 10th of April. Please see Mrs. Oates for a letter.
A quick reminder, auditions for Neverwood's production of The Play That Goes Wrong will be held in the drama rooms in a coming date. Thank you for watching Neverwood TV. See you next Friday morning for the next episode.